Today is really important. I've been, man, people always send me stuff to try and uh, to see how it rates. The stuff that doesn't make the pass, I don't talk about it. I don't talk trash about it because I think it does have a place in the industry, but I don't go live on it. So here's some big stuff we have today. Um, we're gonna have the SuperSeam Tool by my good buddy JW. I mean, amazing guy all around turf knowledge, knowing what to do in a scenario. Uh, he knows all things turf, so all turf related installs, turf itself, all the way to the glue. Right? He has his own glue called the SuperSeam, which is the SuperSeam Pro glue. And today we're going to use the SuperSeam Seam Tool, and we're going to show you what that's all about. But man, he's actually made it better for the industry because he's creating these tools so that even the novice installers can do artificial turf and do it well, which the industry needs. Um, I'm so tired of the chucks in the truck coming along and doing a horrible installation because it gives artificial turf a bad rap, and it's not good for the industry. So what I'm showing you today is going to be good for the industry. We have a golf cup sleeve by my buddy Ken Poole, and he's been in the industry almost as long as I have, and let me tell you, he's got some knowledge too, and his sleeve is really cool. So I only use that sleeve and the metal sleeves. You always want to use a sleeve versus just concrete. We'll go into that here in a little bit. So and then I've got something a little extra. Top secret, Nick O's top secret glue. So we'll get into that shortly. Ready? Here we go. Okay, so first off, let's talk about this. Your SuperSeam has arrived. Hey, this is a SuperSeam Turf Tool by my buddy JW, like I was saying. Dude, amazing. So, you can kind of see in here, this is it here. Okay. So, let's show you how it works. How about that? About the SuperSeam tool. Inside the box is this. And I just want you to see this. Okay. So superseam.com is going to be for his tool and for the glue. And then he's even got a brush that you can put behind a drop spreader whenever you're spraying that infill. And so it brushes it. But look, I mean, it's pretty cool. Look at all the people he's helped on the back. So he really cares about the industry, guys. It's super awesome. And it says keep making the industry proud. That's his motto. So I think it's really cool. If you've been to any STC things, you've probably seen him there, right? So anyways, ask JW and check out the seam tool. All right, so we've got this SuperSeam tool positioned correctly. Now we're going to take a Sharpie, and it really works great on this TaylorMade turf with the polyolefin backing on here because it's going to show up really good. So all you're going to do, all your installers, or if you are a installer, you're just going to trace this just like this, and you're going to go down the whole row. You're going to go down the whole entire uh, turf with this, and then you'll cut it out. So watch what happens next. I use square blades, but I'm not at the shop today or the office. I'm here actually in my garage, and so we're going to remove the SuperSeam tool, and now it's going to leave out this design where it was. Then I just got a box cutter here, and I'm going to go around the shape of this, just like so. Super easy to do, super easy. And you're just cutting right along this line here, right? Okay. And now you've got 2 pieces of turf. And now I've used a short pile turf for this because I want to show you it's really hard to seam shorter pile height turf, and this is a non-infill turf, so it's even tougher. It's almost like a putting green. So you've got this here. So now watch. Say this was your other piece that you're marrying to it. You've got it here, and now you glue it down, and your seam has disappeared. So just like that, your seam's disappeared, and it's all because of SuperSeam Tool by Joe Watkins, JW, Ask JW. And guys, go find him on LinkedIn, Facebook. He's always giving out tips and tricks. Find him, subscribe, like, the whole 9 yards. Pick you up a SuperSeam tool from superseam.com, and for your installations are going to go quicker. They're going to go better. I mean, who doesn't like a flawless seam, right? Man, the seam is literally invisible. And what's funny is this is a very, very, very short pile height turf. It's got slit film and monofilament both combined for a non-infill turf that's super durable. But you know what? Oh, there's the seam. What? Now there is no seam. There is a seam. What? Now there is no seam. And really what makes this is the SuperSeam tool. Obviously if we were to glue this right away and all that stuff, you wouldn't see it at all. But I mean, I'm right on it. This next here is going to be a sleeve for your putting green holes, right? So one thing that I've been doing for a long time is I use the metal sleeves or these sleeves here from Ken Poole. And the reason I use these sleeves is because when doing an artificial turf golf green, you have the freeze and thaw effect. And if you don't mix your concrete in correctly when you're doing these, uh, these golf greens and freeze and thaws, and then it eventually breaks. Your concrete breaks, and then the hole becomes uneven, and it's really just an all around bad scenario. So now Ken's came up with this piece of PVC, and as you can see here, he's got these thumb screws, and what that's going to do right now, it's right here at the top, right, and then what you can do is you can move it down for whatever type of cup you have. You have a 6-inch cup, you have a 6-inch cup, you have a 4-inch cup, whatever it may be. And what this does is this allows it for you to place it in the hole place the hole in here correctly, and adjust for the turf if there's padding and stuff like that of that nature. So it's really really it's a good investment whenever you purchase sleeves. You really want to purchase sleeves for your putting greens because it's just going to make the putting green an all better solution. So get sleeves when doing artificial turf, putting greens for your golf cups, and man, I tell you, it's top notch. And then also you can put your gravel at the bottom here so it drains really well, and you don't have any standing water. Or I mean, every golf cup I guess would have standing water unless you had drains that ran out to a pop-up somewhere. Um, like all your pop strokes and stuff like that you may go to, that's what they do. We don't do that for our standard putting greens, just because if you put enough base in there and stuff like that, it's eventually it's going to go away. So I recommend doing golf sleeves for all your putting greens. Uh, Ken Poole, look him up on Facebook, LinkedIn. He'll be your go-to guy for these all things sleeves for the putting greens. So take a look, give him a holler, Ken Poole, and it's Poole. And man, he's a great guy. He's been in the industry for a while and very knowledgeable as well. So if you have a putting green installation that you might need help with, let him know. He's a super nice guy, willing to talk to you. And guys, check us out. The sleeves are awesome. Thanks. When I was installing myself, I wasted a lot of glue because crap, forgot to put the bucket back on, the lid back on the bucket, whatever it may be. You just waste so much glue if you don't use it all at once. So I got a special treat for you today. This is Nick O's top secret glue. So what if I could tell you, what if I told you that there's a glue out there that is packaged just like toothpaste? So I don't know if you're anything like I am, but I try to roll up and get as much use out of a toothpaste tube that I can. Even though my wife sells toothpaste, that whitening toothpaste, I have to get every bit out of it because I don't want to be wasteful. So, about to introduce this for the glue, and what I like about it is if you do repairs and stuff like that, you can open this container up, put some on it, put the lid back on it because it's just a little lid or a little cap, and you can throw it in the back of your pickup, throw it in your vehicle, whatever. Put it on the garage. In a couple months, you have another little repair. You can take that same package out, put on it instead of having to open up a whole new gallon. So that's huge. So you're not wasting so much dang glue. So I've got here some glue. This is how it's packaged. See the cap? Okay. So I'm going to open this up. Just like this. So now it's open and it just twists right off. So I'm going to twist it off. And then I'm going to show you the consistency of it. So I like using the same color as turf. I'm just real big on the proponent of using green glue. I don't know why. Probably maybe because I was introduced, by Turf Claw. How it was green, and I love their glue. And then just it's cool because this green here. So it does have a little foaming action, and that's what I want to talk to you about. I like the foaming action because it just helps seal everything. But this glue is 100% solvent free. So that's going to go right into that tailor-made grass we've been installing a lot of, and it's backing, right? PC80, that's this here. And what I like about it is it's 100% recyclable. So we're going to take some seam tape here and we're going to glue some turf. And like I said earlier, I'm at my house, so I don't have my trowel and stuff like that. But I just want to show you real quick. Squeezing it from the bottom. There you go. A little dabadoo-ya. Then I'm going to put the lid back on. Okay. Then I'm using this piece of cardboard here as my trowel. Okay. Then I used the SuperSeam tool to cut this. And earlier when I cut the turf, I did not, I did a head seam, which was super cool because it turned out so beautiful. Okay. And then now I'm going to place this like this. Guys, I'm sorry, but what seam are you talking about? There is no seam. I mean, there you go. So this glue is super strong. It's amazing. It's going to be available soon, and the cool thing is too, it's easy packaged, so I can ship it 1 gallon at a time, and I don't have to put it in, say, a box like this over here. I can just put it in a littler box, and so shipping's cheaper. So then all around the price is cheaper. So, but this is it, guys. And look how that SuperSeam tool there is no seam. So there you go. This is it, guys. Right here. Get it today.